Good evening. Coming up on LSU NewsWatch, Governor Edwards gives Romer 10 days to reconsider his $66 billion budget package.
And the mop-up at Oakdale Penitentiary continues. This and more when we return.
Advancements in breeding techniques, small farmers can stay in business with the use of genetic improvements. This is Stacy Woods reporting for NewsWatch.
Well, we hear a lot of talk about cleaning up pollution here in Louisiana. 43 Kenner residents filed suit in 1980 against the New Orleans International Airport, complaining of noise pollution due to jets, planes flying over the residential areas in which they live. In 1983, they were joined in the lawsuit by about 6,000 other plaintiffs. Now, after much court litigation, the number of plaintiffs is back down to its original 43. The state Supreme Court ruled this week that the 6,000 plaintiffs that filed in 1983 filed illegally by filling out a form letter postcard sent to them in the mail. They signed the postcards after receiving notice from attorneys that if they did not sign the postcard, they would forfeit their right to sue. But as it stands, the number of plaintiffs now remains at 43.
New Orleans City Mayor Sidney Bartholomew was so confident he thought it was a joke when he first heard that NASA had awarded the space station contract to Boeing Aerospace Company based in Huntsville, Alabama. New Orleans' own Martin Marietta Corporation had been in the running and was thought by many, including Boeing, to have won the contract, which would have pumped over $4 billion and 7,000 jobs into the New Orleans economy. Bartholomew says when Senator J. Bennett Johnston's aide told him the bad news, he kept waiting for a punchline, which of course never came. Richard Davis, president of New Orleans-based Martin Marietta, said there will be no layoffs due to the announcement by NASA, a small but significant victory for New Orleans. Well, Jace, it seems like you have the glasses on and are ready for California, huh?
It looks as though I'm ready to go to California for the Super Bowl. It looks as though they're still celebrating in the control room. Maybe had a little bit too much to drink on Sunday on Bourbon Street, and that's where we'll pick up sports. Bourbon Street may never be the same. I hope it isn't, because the newscast is going to be in some trouble if it is. Plannis, a 6'4", 250-pound guard from Central Lafourche, is also signed with the Tigers. Well, the Saints are flying, and so are the Tigers. I guess that proves that one can fly without leaving the ground. To elaborate on this subject of sports flying is that roving sports reporter Mario NewsWatch.
One of the greatest dreams of mankind has been to be able to fly. With the development of technology, this dream was accomplished, and now it has been made to a sport: radio control air modeling. Here in Baton Rouge, this hobby sport is becoming popular, as Steve Williams, coordinator of Red Stick Flying Field, explains.
And so it's a relatively new sport, and now with the advent of the radio control cars and the boats and things of that sort, I think you're going to see a whole lot more youngsters, starting off with something a little easier like renting a car, and then later on graduating to airplanes. So I see it, yes, becoming much more popular.
A peculiar thing about this sport is that you can build from scratch your own aircraft, choosing from small planes, warplanes, or even helicopters, which, according to those who fly, it can be very enjoyable.
A lot of fun. It's a good chance to get outdoors and do something that's exciting and a lot of fun, and you don't have to kill anything or shoot anything like in hunting, and you don't have to worry about tennis elbow or bowler's knee, or the high cost of golf greens. And the one thing good about radio control aero modeling is the pilot always walks away from the crash.
If you ever wanted to fly a plane but never could, this may be a much cheaper and safer way to do it. Mario NewsWatch, LSU NewsWatch.
Thank you, Mario. Got the glasses. I'm ready to go to San Diego to see the Saints play in the Super Bowl, and that is sports.
Thanks, Jace. And I'm Darlene Riley for David Day and Jay Sullivan. Have a good evening.